Howard Gardner's multiple intelligence theory is a learning theory that suggests there are 8 types of intelligence rather than just one. This theory is based on the idea that a person can be intelligent in more than one way. Gardner emphasizes that multiple intelligences are not the same as learning styles, talents, or strengths, but rather the areas in which a person is intelligent. Howard Gardner went to Harvard University, where he studied history, sociology, and psychology. He studied under several notable professors, including psychoanalyst Erik Erikson, sociologist David Reesman, and cognitive psychologist Jerome Bruner. Gardner completed a year at London School of Economics and then returned to America. Gardner worked for a short time as a piano teacher and then an elementary school teacher. He then returned to Harvard to complete his PhD in social psychology, developmental psychology. During that time, he also spent a year as a postdoctoral fellow at Harvard Medical School. From 1972 to 1993, Gardner worked in various capacities in Boston, Massachusetts. He worked as a researcher, a lecturer, a psychologist, and a professor of education, psychology, and neurology at multiple universities. From 1972 until 2000, Gardner was co-chair of Project Zero, an educational research group at Harvard University. Today, Gardner is still an education professor at Harvard University. Gardner established his theory of multiple intelligences after deciding to investigate how cognitive development and neuropsychology are intertwined. The theory of multiple intelligences was first introduced by Howard Gardner in 1983 in his book Frames of Mind: The Theory of Multiple Intelligences. In this book, Gardner explained 7 types of intelligence, which included spatial intelligence, bodily kinesthetic intelligence, musical intelligence, linguistic intelligence, logical mathematical intelligence, interpersonal intelligence, and intrapersonal intelligence. After the original publication of the multiple intelligence theory, Gardner and his colleagues debated whether the original 7 intelligences were the only intelligences. There were discussions about the possibility of 4 additional intelligences: naturalistic intelligence, spiritual intelligence, existential intelligence, and moral intelligence. The first of those, naturalistic intelligence, was added to the list in 1999, expanding the list of multiple intelligences to 8. The 3 intelligences, spiritual, existential, and moral, were determined to be too complex for addition to the list, as they could not be quantified with enough detail at that time. However, they were not completely ruled out for possible future addition to the list. Today, some people consider there to be 9 intelligences, adding existential intelligence to the list, but that is not supported by Gardner himself. These 8 ways that a person can be intelligent include linguistic intelligence, logical mathematical intelligence, musical intelligence, bodily kinesthetic intelligence, spatial intelligence, interpersonal intelligence, intrapersonal intelligence, and naturalistic intelligence. The first type of intelligence is linguistic. People who are linguistically intelligent are good at using words in written and spoken language. They are often good at learning languages, writing poetry, and expressing themselves eloquently. People who possess linguistic intelligence remember ideas using words. Gardner believes people who work as lawyers, writers, or speakers often have linguistic intelligence. The second type of intelligence is logical mathematical. Those who possess logical mathematical intelligence have skills in reasoning and logic. These people are generally skilled at math, logical problem solving, discerning patterns, and scientific processes. People with high logical mathematical intelligences often work in the fields of science or mathematics. Linguistic and logical mathematical intelligences are usually the most valued in schools. Therefore, most instruction is geared towards people who possess these 2 intelligences. The third type of intelligence is musical intelligence. People who are musically intelligent have an understanding of music and musical patterns. They are good at composing and performing music with the understanding of rhythm, tone, and pitch. According to Gardner, musical intelligence is closely related to linguistic intelligence. The fourth type of intelligence is bodily kinesthetic intelligence. This type of intelligence involves using the hands or other parts of the body, or sometimes the whole body, to solve problems. The mind is involved in the coordination of those body parts. Dancers and surgeons are likely to have a high bodily kinesthetic intelligence. The fifth type of intelligence is spatial intelligence. People who are spatially intelligent have the ability to understand space, location, and environment. These people are usually good at doing puzzles, reading maps, and drawing. Those with spatial intelligence learn through pictures, drawings, 3D models, and charts. People with high spatial intelligence may be artists or architects. Musical intelligence, bodily kinesthetic intelligence, and spatial intelligence are often related to the arts, although all types of intelligence can play a role. Musical, bodily kinesthetic, and spatial intelligence are related to music, dancing, and design. The sixth type of intelligence is interpersonal intelligence. This type of intelligence is characterized by the ability to work with others. People with interpersonal intelligence are skilled at understanding the thoughts and feelings of other people. These people are generally good at working with others. According to Gardner, people with interpersonal intelligence may work as teachers, counselors, salespeople, or in leadership roles. The seventh type of intelligence is intrapersonal intelligence. People who are intrapersonally intelligent have a great understanding of themselves. They are very in tune with their own feelings and fears and may put a lot of value on dreams. People with high levels of intrapersonal intelligence may work in religion or psychology. The eighth type of intelligence is naturalist intelligence. People with naturalistic intelligence are very in tune with nature. They have strengths in recognizing and understanding plant and animal species, cloud formations, and geographical features such as mountains. This intelligence can also be expanded to urban environments, where naturalistically intelligent people have a greater recognition of cultural patterns and characterization. Biologists or park rangers may have a high level of naturalistic intelligence. The idea of the multiple intelligence theory is that there is no one general type of intelligence, but rather people can be intelligent in different ways. The idea, however, is that people have different levels of all these intelligences, not just one. While each type of intelligence includes its own strengths, they are not separate intelligences, but rather they are all intertwined. In the development of his multiple intelligence theory, Gardner was very careful in his use of the word intelligence. He did not believe these should be characterized as learning styles or talents. He decided this based on his experiences, in which people would sometimes refer to others with great talents as being unintelligent. Gardner did not believe that someone who was gifted in music could be labeled as unintelligent, even if they didn't possess intelligence in math, language, or other areas, because they were very musically intelligent. Oftentimes, when someone is referred to as intelligent, it's because they are good at math or science, or because they are an excellent speaker. Gardner wanted to make the statement that people who have an eye for design or are well-versed in understanding others are also intelligent. As a result, Gardner was insistent that these strengths be referred to as intelligences. The theory of multiple intelligences is still somewhat controversial today, but it has practical applications in the classroom. Students learn differently, whether it's a matter of intelligence types, learning styles, or just interests. By attempting to teach in a variety of ways, more students will gain a broader understanding of the material being taught.